speak from our hearts. We don't need prompters, cards, or something to read what's in our hearts and minds. My name is Will Sandstrom, Dr. Will Sandstrom. I have a PhD. Sometimes I jokingly call it a pilot high and dry degree because professors live in their ivory towers. I have very good friends who are intellectuals, but others who've never experienced the kind of life that I've experienced. Here is the log cabin where I was born. One-room log cabin, born in the Depression 30s, deep in the forest primeval. I walked 1 mile to catch the bus. If I missed the bus, then I walked another mile. Sometimes it got down 40, 50 below. I've struggled hard all my life, and my dad died. He cooked moonshine. Some young boys and girls were, not the girls, but boys were taught to cook moonshine for the Bronfmans up in Canada. And he got addicted, and finally, when I was a senior, just out of graduation, he drank something he shouldn't have, and he died in the back seat of my car. My mother, when she was young, fell down, landed on her nose. Gangrene set in, ate away the roof of her mouth and nose. We children were ashamed to walk behind her or next to her because of her appearance. When I was a child, some people would go to me and say, "Hey, China boy." So I've experienced things that others haven't. I taught in a black ghetto, African-American ghetto in Chicago. These other candidates haven't. I coined the term fish and wildlife for the Federal Fish and Wildlife Service. I spoke out against organized crime, like the great reporter Victor Riesel from New York Times did. Victor Riesel in the 60s, he got acid thrown in his eyes. Luckily, I didn't. I've been involved in a lot of other things. I went down to Arkansas, ran against Wilbur Mills, or attempted to get Social Security raised, and was successful. Social Security got raised from $37.50 a month to $160 a month and indexed. The reason why I got involved in that is because one of my uncles starved to death back in the 60s on Social Security. $37.50 a month only is what people got then. Yes, I have been involved. I've been helping a lot of people, and I want to help you people here in Madison, myself too, get our property valuations down, property rates down, and property taxes down, and also lower medicine prices for the elderly especially. As I said many times, I'm the candidate for lower property valuations, lower tax mill rates, and lower property taxes. I, Will Sandstrom, will also job owner work to see how we can get our medicine costs down for the elderly and for us other citizens. Lastly, very important, I have lived along the border of Russia. I've been in Russia. I know what organized crime is like. I've had bullets flying around me while I duck into a building while some men are chasing some other men in one of the cities in Russia. And why, I'm going to end this, why does Finland have a 1,000-mile fence with a 5-mile distance between it and the fence in Russia so that organized crime doesn't come in like they were trying to do and put the young girls into prostitution? We've got to stop that here in America and in Madison.
Thank you. Mr. Sagler.
Yes, the mayor has